Get ready to turn every battle into a nail-biting epic. In this video, we're going to be diving into the art of crafting unforgettable combat encounters on your tabletop RPG. Whether you're a seasoned dungeon master or just starting out, these tactics will help you create thrilling, immersive battles. Let's jump right in. First up, let's talk about dynamic combat scenarios. The key here is variety. Avoid repetitive encounters by mixing up the type of enemies you have and the objectives. Instead of the usual defeat all the foe scenario, introduce goals like rescuing the hostage or protecting a magical artifact. This keeps the players on their toes and encourages creative problem solving. Also, consider the environment. A battle in a narrow alleyway feels completely different to one in an open field. Use these settings to your advantage by introducing elements such as collapsing walls or shifting sands. This unpredictability adds excitement and keeps the players engaged. And if you want one of these different combat scenarios, then why not check out my Ko-fi RPG shop, where you can find a barroom brawl to enjoy GMing with your players. Next up, utilizing terrain effectively. Now, we've already started to talk a bit about this in the dynamic combat scenarios, but let's explore the power of the terrain. Terrain can be a real game changer in any RPG battle. Encourage the players to think strategically by using high ground or cover or obstacles. For instance, a hill or the top floor of a building can provide tactical advantage, while a dense forest or a busy street might offer stealth opportunities. And don't forget environmental hazards and obstacles. Lava pits, quicksand, or even a raging river can add layers of complexity to a battle. These elements force players to adapt their strategies, enhancing the overall experience. So thinking yet again about the attack in the alleyway, there will be the battle on the streets, but also ranged opponents in windows firing down on the party or even up on the roofs. And remember, the players themselves could be the people doing the ambushing. And finally, managing large-scale conflicts. These are not seen a lot in RPG sessions, but are the real staple of fantasy films. These epic large-scale conflicts are so exciting, but can appear quite daunting to the GM to set them in motion and keep track on what's happening. So to manage these large-scale conflicts, break down the chaos a bit and focus on the key moments or the decisions in the battle. Highlight the actions of the individual characters and how they impact on the larger battle. So not only the characters, but also the assistance of the warlord or the second in command or that lone magician that's on the enemy side. And you can use narratives to zoom in and out of the action, describe the broader battle scene, but then shift to personal struggles of the characters. This approach keeps the story personal, but allows the players to see that they are part of an immense conflict. So what are the important bits of the battle? Well, are the party responsible for holding a line or taking out a marshal or a sub-boss? Are they actually going in a secret way while the battle rages up above? And it's really important to maintain this essence of time, because time really becomes an element in big conflicts. You can't just take your time and have a rest. There's another troop of skeletons approaching. And when you're actually game mastering over the big conflict, then consider simplifying the mechanics or using abstract representations for the larger forces. This keeps the focus on the players and their choices without them getting bogged down in a whole load of endless dice rolls. And if you're using Mithras, consider the rabble or underlings optional rules to help you keep the battle going. By incorporating dynamic scenarios, utilizing the terrain effectively, and managing large-scale conflicts, you can elevate your combat encounters to new heights. These tactics not only makes battles more exciting, but they also enrich the narrative and the storytelling experience. So go ahead, unleash epic battles in your next RPG session. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share your own combat tips in the comments below. Happy gaming, everyone. And if you want to look at how combat works in Mithras, then watch this video next.